Wonderful. So, we've probably all read Psalm 23 1,000 times, right?
Iya, mungkin setiap kita sudah membaca Mazmur 23 itu udah ribuan kali.
But I believe that as we spend the next few weeks talking about Jesus as our good shepherd, that he wants to speak to each one of us about what that means.
Iya, jadi kalau kita hari ini mau baca Mazmur 23 tentang gembala yang baik, Tuhan berbicara secara pribadi kepada setiap kita.
He wants to continue to reveal more about himself and who he is to each one of us.
Karena dia mau menyatakan siapa dirinya dan apa yang dia mau lakukan untuk kita.
So as we come into this morning and throughout this month of June talking about the Good Shepherd, let's be ready to receive and understand and have revelation more about who Jesus is.
Iya, mari kita buka hati supaya kita mengerti.
So let's just quickly pray before we get into the word. God, we thank you that you are our good shepherd.
Bersyukur Bapa, Engkau Allah gembala yang baik.
We thank you that you do promise to always be with us, Lord.
Kami percaya Engkau Allah yang setia selalu bersama dengan kami.
That your love is always for us.
Dan kasih-Mu selalu bersama
That
kami.
you are so gracious to us.
Dan Engkau sangat baik bagi kami.
And that you lead us into life to the full.
Dan Kau memimpin kami kepada hidup yang berkelimpahan.
And so Lord, help us to experience and have a revelation about what that means this morning.
Biar kami mengalami dan berikan puhaya untuk mengerti.
Amen.
Amin.
Amen. So we're going to start by reading Psalm 23.
Kita mulai membaca Mazmur 23.
So the Lord is my shepherd.
Tuhan adalah gembalaku.
I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Tuhan adalah gembalaku. Takkan kekurangan aku. Ia membaringkan aku di padang yang berumput hijau. Ia membimbing aku ke air yang tenang. Ia menyegarkan jiwaku. Ia menuntun aku di jalan yang benar oleh karena namanya. Sekalipun aku berjalan dalam lembah kekelaman, aku tidak takut bahaya sebab Engkau besertaku. Gadahmu dan tongkatmu itulah yang menghibur aku. Engkau menyediakan hidangan bagiku di hadapan lawanku. Engkau mengurapi kepalaku dengan minyak, pialaku penuh melimpah. Kebajikan dan kemurahan belaka akan mengikuti aku seumur hidupku. Dan aku akan diam dalam rumah Tuhan sepanjang masa.
How good. How good that God is our good shepherd. That he leads us and guides us through all parts of our life.
Iya, Tuhan itu adalah gembala yang baik. Dia akan menuntun kita sepanjang perjalanan hidup kita.
So when I was 17, my mum and my grandma went on a road trip 6 hours north of Perth where we lived in Australia.
Jadi waktu saya umur 17 tahun, mama dan nenek saya pergi ke perjalanan Perth Utara untuk mengunjungi keluarga kami yang tinggal di perkebunan.
And so some of my family worked on a farm up north and so my mum and grandma were going to go visit them.
Iya, jadi beberapa keluarga kami mempunyai perkebunan.
Anyway, a few days later they're going to come home.
Beberapa hari kemudian mereka pulang.
And mum calls us on the way home and she's like, I have a surprise that I'm bringing home for you.
Jadi ibu saya bilang, saya punya surprise untuk kamu.
And we're like, she's been to a farm, maybe she's got a new dog for us. Like that would be so cool, right? We got a new pet dog.
Iya, Pastor Fraser berharap kalau mamanya membawa seekor anjing untuk mereka.
And so we're really excited to wait and see what it's going to be.
Ya, jadi kami semangat menanti-nantikan apa sih yang mau dibawa mama saya.
And so they get home and mum's got this white fluffy thing wrapped in a blanket that she's carrying.
Ketika dia pulang, dia membawa sesuatu yang fluffy lembut dan dibungkus selimut.
She brought home a lamb.
Ya, dia bawa
As you do.
Dia bawa pulang anak domba.
So it turns out when she was at this farm, that's the lamb right there. That's my mum and my sister and the lamb our pet lamb that we had.
Yeah.
And so it turns out when she was at this farm, there was this mother sheep that had 2 babies and it only had enough milk to feed one. So they took this lamb home because it was going to die if it stayed on the farm.
Iya, jadi mamanya memutuskan untuk bawa pulang karena ini adalah bayi yang disampingkan tidak diberi makan dengan baik, jadi takutnya mati, jadi dibawa pulang.
So we had a pet sheep.
Jadi kami punya peliharaan domba.
Which thinking about it, I don't even know if you're allowed to have a pet sheep in Australia. Probably not. Luckily no one found out, hey?
Iya.
And so for a little while we had this pet sheep. that we had to look after.
Jadi kami punyalah peliharaan domba ini untuk kami jaga.
And so we bought this metal fencing, so it had a little pen for it to stay in the garden.
Ya, jadi kami punya kandang yang bisa digeser sana sini di rumah.
But very quickly it ate all the grass in the pen.
Ya, karena dia agak rakus, jadi semua dimakanlah rumput-rumput itu.
And then so we're like, all right, let's let it out and so it can have some grass, right? And so we let it out and it eats like everything, right?
Ya, jadi semua yang di luar itu di seputaran kandangnya dimakannya.
No plant was safe.
Tidak ada tumbuhan yang selamat.
Mum was horrified when it
Yeah.
ate like her expensive plants and she's like,
Yeah.
what?
Bunganya yang mahal pun dimakan.
And so it was hard work owning a sheep.
Iya,
And
jadi
being-
sheep ini domba ini berharga mahal.
And so I don't think we were very good shepherds overall.
Iya, jadi kami sebenarnya bukan gembala yang baik.
And so we always had to watch and pay attention and make sure it wasn't eating the wrong thing.
Iya, kami memastikan kalau domba ini jangan salah makan.
Because sheep just eat anything. They don't know if it's poisonous or bad for them. They just eat it all.
Iya, intinya mereka makan apa aja, nggak tahu apa yang dimakan.
And so it made a mess of our backyard. It made a mess of where I wanted to play sport in
Yeah.
our backyard. So I didn't really like it that much. But Mum and my sister absolutely loved it.
Iya, saya nggak suka karena dia membuat berantakan di tempat di mana belakang kami maupun tempat saya berolahraga.
And so I don't think we did a great job of being shepherds.
Iya, kami tidak melakukan pekerjaan yang baik sebagai gembala.
Anyway, in the Old Testament and in Jesus' time, a shepherd had a very simple job description.
Ya, jadi zaman dahulu seorang gembala punya job desk yang sangat simpel.
Look after your sheep at all costs.
Iya, menjaga dombamu sebisa mungkin.
If a lion comes to eat your sheep, you fight the lion.
Iya, jikalau ada singa yang mau makan dombamu, kau harus menghajar singa itu.
If a bear comes, you fight the bear.
Jikalau ada
If-
beruang, bunuh dia.
If someone comes to steal your sheep, you fight them.
Ya, jika ada yang mencuri, kau harus melawan orang itu.
So you did everything to protect your sheep.
Ya, jadi kita melakukan apapun untuk melindungi domba kita.
And so shepherds would literally sleep across the gate or the opening to the sheep pen,
Ya, jadi gembala itu harus tidur di seberang kandang domba
or in front of the cave where the sheep were staying for the night.
atau di gua di depan kandang itu supaya dombanya bisa melihat dia.
That if anything wanted to get in and attack the sheep, or the sheep wanted to get out, it had to go past the shepherd.
Ya, jadi apapun domba itu mau keluar mau masuk harus melewati gembala itu.
And so the shepherd's whole life was committed to protecting their sheep.
Jadi gembala itu hidupnya committed kepada domba-dombanya.
Does anyone want to have a guess at how many times sheep are referenced in the Bible?
Saudara bisa tebak
It's quite a lot.
berapa kata domba di dalam Alkitab?
Not quite that many. 500 times.
500
So there are
kali.
500 references in the Bible to sheep.
Ya, ada 500 kata tentang domba di Alkitab.
That makes it the most mentioned animal in the Bible.
Iya, domba adalah nama binatang yang paling sering disebutkan di Alkitab.
And so sheep, like us as humans, are not stupid.
Iya, jadi domba itu sama seperti manusia,
Most of
dia
the
enggak
time. Most of the time, maybe.
enggak bodoh.
And so sheep can remember the faces and the voices of humans.
Ya, jadi domba itu bisa mengingat suara manusia
And they can remember the faces of each other.
dan juga mengingat muka sesama domba.
And they have emotional bonds with each other.
Dan mereka juga punya hubungan emosional dengan sesama.
That if your best friend sheep died, the friend sheep would be upset about that.
Iya, jadi kalau ada domba yang mati, dia pun sedih domba itu.
However, sheep, to live their best life, need a shepherd.
Ya, supaya domba ini hidup the best life-nya dia harus butuh gembala.
Sheep will follow whoever or whatever is leading them.
Ya, jadi domba ini mengikuti siapapun atau apapun yang memimpin mereka.
And so I read a story this week about some shepherds in eastern Turkey.
Jadi minggu ini saya membaca tentang gembala yang berasal dari Turki Timur.
And so they sat down this one morning to have their breakfast, these shepherds,
Jadi suatu hari gembala ini duduk dan sarapan
and they were a little bit far away from their flock of sheep.
jauh dari kumpulan domba itu.
And so these 1,500 sheep that they owned had a really bad accident.
Jadi ada 1.500 ekor domba mengalami kecelakaan.
They ran off a cliff
Jadi mereka lari ke arah tebing
because they had no one to follow.
karena waktu itu tidak ada yang diikuti.
And so these 1,500 sheep fell into a ravine.
1.500 domba itu jatuhlah ke jurang.
And so the first 400 sheep died,
Jadi 400 domba pertama yang langsung masuk mati.
But they formed a really good pillow for the rest of the sheep so that all the rest survived.
Ya, jadi 1.100-nya selamat karena jatuh di atas 400 domba yang mati itu.
And so, have you ever heard the saying, if your friend jumps off a cliff, would you do it too?
Ya, jadi
Right? Your
ada
mum's surely asked you that before.
ya, jadi ada perkataan gini, kalau temanmu mau pergi melompat ke tebing, kau mau ikut gitu.
Sheep literally would.
Ya, kalau domba pasti ikut.
Sheep need someone to follow,
Karena domba itu kecenderungan mengikuti seseorang atau sesuatu,
or they get into a bit of trouble.
atau mereka akan mengalami masalah.
In the same way that we all follow something or someone.
Sama dengan kita manusia, kita mengikuti seseorang atau sesuatu.
And so we as humans need a good shepherd.
Jadi kita manusia perlu gembala yang baik.
The metaphor of humans and sheep is regularly mentioned in the Bible.
Jadi perumpamaan tentang manusia dan domba sering disebutkan di dalam Alkitab.
And as we read the Bible, we can see why. There are a lot of similarities.
Ya, jadi kita melihat banyak kesamaan.
And so we need a shepherd.
Jadi kita butuh gembala.
I'm going to read Isaiah 53 verse 6.
Kita baca di Yesaya 53 ayat 6.
We all, like sheep, have gone astray. Each of us has turned to our own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all.
Kita sekalian sesat seperti domba, masing-masing kita mengambil jalannya sendiri, tetapi Tuhan telah menimpakan kepadanya kejahatan kita sekalian.
So if we look at the first half of the verse, that we as humans have gone astray. We've gone far from our good shepherd,
Di sini dikatakan kita semua manusia telah sesat,
just like those sheep that fell off the cliff.
sama seperti domba yang jatuh dari tebing tadi.
That we've made a bit of a mess of this perfect world that God created.
Kita membuat hal yang merusakkan dari apa yang sudah Tuhan ciptakan.
And each one of us is a part of that.
Dan setiap kita mungkin bagian dari kerusakan itu.
That we often follow our own desires.
Karena kita cenderung mengikuti keinginan kita sendiri.
We follow the ways of the culture that we live in.
Kita terlalu sibuk mengikuti budaya yang kita tinggali saat ini.
We follow the trends we see on social media.
Kita terlalu sibuk mengikuti tren dari sosial media.
That we've all strayed from following the good shepherd.
Tapi kita jauh dari mengikuti gembala yang baik.
And each one of us has done this. I've done it, you've done it, we've all done it.
Kita semua pernah ngelakuin kesalahan.
It's not about how many good things or bad things we've done,
Bukan tentang berapa banyak hal baik maupun hal buruk yang kita lakukan.
but we all, through our own decisions, have strayed from God.
Karena kita semua di sini sudah jauh dari Tuhan.
And so I want us to think, how often do we follow the ways of this world? How often do we, just in little ways maybe, follow the ways and the things that the world does?
Coba mari kita pikirkan seberapa jauh hidup saya mengikuti keinginan dunia ini.
How often do we go and just do the things that other people are doing because that's what they do?
Iya, seberapa sering kita mengikuti apa yang dilakukan oleh orang lain.
But the good news is that there is a good shepherd that we can follow.
Kabar baiknya adalah kita punya gembala yang baik yang bisa kita ikuti.
And as we read at the end of Isaiah 53:6, that this good shepherd, the Lord, has laid on him the iniquity of us all. The good shepherd, Jesus, has taken our sin, just as Pastor Rach was sharing before in the communion time, that he has taken our sin.
Ya, dikatakan di sini bahwa gembala yang baik itu sudah mengambil kesalahan kita supaya kita dibenarkan.
And because of his love, we can follow him and we can be led into the good life with him.
Karena kasihnya kita dipimpin untuk hidup yang sesuai dengan jalannya Tuhan.
We're going to read from John 10,
Kita mau baca dari Yohanes 10
starting in verse 10.
ayat 10.
The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. This is Jesus speaking. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. The hired hand is not the shepherd and does not own the sheep. So when he sees the wolf coming, he abandons the sheep and runs away. Then the wolf attacks the flock and scatters it. The man runs away because he is a hired hand and cares nothing for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and my sheep know me. Just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father. And I lay my life down for the sheep. I have other sheep that are not of this pen. I must bring them also. They too will listen to my voice, and there shall be one flock and one shepherd.
Yohanes 10 ayat 10 berkata, pencuri datang hanya untuk mencuri dan membunuh dan membinasakan. Aku datang supaya mereka mempunyai hidup dan mempunyai dalam segala kelimpahan. Akulah gembala yang baik. Gembala yang baik memberikan nyawanya bagi domba-dombanya. Sedangkan seorang upahan yang bukan gembala dan yang bukan pemilik domba-domba itu sendiri, Ketika melihat serigala datang, meninggalkan domba-domba itu lalu lari. Sehingga serigala itu menerkam dan mencerai-beraikan domba-domba itu. Ia lari karena ia seorang upahan dan tidak memperhatikan domba-domba itu. Akulah gembala yang baik dan aku mengenal domba-dombaku dan domba-dombaku mengenal aku sama seperti Bapa mengenal aku dan aku mengenal Bapa. Dan aku memberikan nyawaku bagi domba-dombaku. Ada lagi padaku domba-domba lain yang bukan dari kandang ini. Domba-domba itu harus kutuntun juga dan mereka akan mendengarkan suaraku dan mereka akan menjadi satu kawanan dengan satu gembala.
And so because of what Jesus has done, we are able to have relationship with him, our good shepherd.
Karena apa yang sudah Tuhan Yesus lakukan, kita bisa punya hubungan yang baik dengan Tuhan.
That we are able to follow him.
Kita mampu mengikut Dia.
That we are able to follow the good shepherd who does not abandon us.
Kita bisa mengikuti gembala yang baik yang tidak pernah meninggalkan
The good
kita.
shepherd who lays down his life for us.
Gembala yang baik yang memberikan hidupnya buat kita.
The good shepherd who calls and knows us by name.
Gembala yang tahu dan memanggil sesuai nama kita.
The good shepherd who loves us and cares for us so much.
Gembala yang mengasihi dan peduli dengan kita.
And so I find it quite incredible that King David is the one who wrote Psalm 23.
Dan saya sangat takjub kalau Raja Daud yang menuliskan Mazmur
If you
23.
think about him, he's the king, right? Of the whole nation, the most powerful man in that nation.
Kita bayangkan kalau Raja Daud adalah orang yang sangat berkuasa atas Israel waktu itu.
And even he, the king, likened himself to a sheep before God.
Dan sehingga dia pun seorang raja mengupamakan dirinya adalah domba di hadapan Tuhan.
And so we, like David did, need to recognize that we too need a good shepherd.
Sama seperti Raja Daud, kita harus mengakui, Tuhan, aku butuh Engkau sebagai gembala yang
No
baik.
matter how well off we are, no matter how many good things we got going for us, that we need a good shepherd.
Seberapa baik pun kita tetap butuh gembala yang baik.
David had the power to do almost anything he wanted, right? And yet he submitted to God and knew God as his shepherd.
Daud bisa melakukan banyak hal dengan kekuasaan dia, tapi dia tetap mau tunduk dan butuh gembala yang baik.
And so part of what this good shepherd does for us is,
Terlepas dari apa yang dikatakan firman Tuhan ini,
number one, he protects us.
yang pertama yang Tuhan lakukan adalah dia melindungi kita.
So as we follow Jesus and live in line with his teachings, that we are protected.
Yes, selama kita hidup dalam Tuhan sesuai dengan jalan Tuhan yang Tuhan lakukan, dia melindungi kita.
If we think about a sheep versus a wolf, it's not going to turn out very well for a sheep, is it?
Iya, kita bayangkan bagaimana domba di hadapan para wolf, serigala. Tuhan melindungi.
Sheep are helpless. They can't protect themselves.
Karena domba ini tidak bisa melindungi diri dari serigala.
Neither can we protect ourselves from the evil and the brokenness in this world.
Kita tidak bisa melindungi diri kita dari iblis ataupun dari dunia ini.
We cannot live the Christian life on our own.
Kita tidak bisa menghidupi hidup kekristenan ini dengan diri kita sendiri.
Without the good shepherd, it's impossible.
Karena tanpa Tuhan itu mustahil.
He promises that he will never leave us nor forsake us.
Tuhan menjanjikan dia tidak akan pernah menelantarkan dan meninggalkan kita.
And we can have confidence in this promise of Jesus.
Kita harus percaya kalau janji Tuhan iya dan amin.
As we read in Psalm 23, your rod and your staff, they comfort me.
Dikatakan gadahmu dan tongkatmu itulah nyamanku.
And then in John 10, Jesus himself says that he is the good shepherd who lays down his life for us.
Dikatakan di Yohanes 10 bahwa engkau adalah gembala yang baik yang memberikan nyawanya untuk domba-dombanya.
And so Jesus, his sacrifice was for us, to protect us, to set us free.
Ya, jadi Yesus memberikan nyawanya untuk menyelamatkan kita.
That even though I walk through the darkest valley, I know that you are with me, Jesus.
Bahkan di dalam lembah kekelaman, aku tahu Tuhan engkau beserta dengan aku.
That is something that we can all grab a hold of.
Itu yang harus kita pegang.
That no matter where we are, no matter what situation we face, that our good shepherd is with us.
Apapun situasi kita, ingat gembala yang baik ada bersama dengan kita.
And so as we follow the good shepherd, we can trust that being obedient to him will lead us into this life to the full.
Dan kita percaya kita mau taat untuk kepada Tuhan supaya kita bisa memperoleh hidup yang berkelimpahan di dalam Dia.
We can trust that being obedient to him will lead us into being protected.
Kalau kita hidup taat, kita akan dilindungi.
Sometimes I imagine this as if we're sheep and we're in our little pasture with Jesus and we just look outside the fence and we're like, that grass looks really good out there.
Iya, mungkin kadang kita sebagai domba yang di dalam kandang kita mikir, rumput tetangga kok lebih hijau ya.
That's some fresh looking grass.
Sangat segar.
How nice it would be to go and have that grass.
Ya, mungkin kita mau makan rumput tetangga.
And if we think about it for ourselves as humans, how nice it would be to have those things that that person has.
Ya kadang kita berpikir, kayaknya enak kalau punya yang dia punya.
How nice it would be to go and do that thing that they do.
Ya mungkin nggak apa-apa ngelakuin apa yang mereka lakukan.
How nice it would be to just sin a little bit,
Mungkin nggak apa-apalah berdosa sedikit.
thinking that it's not going to hurt anybody.
Tapi sebenarnya itu nggak benar dan itu nggak membantu.
If I just leave the pen a little bit and go try that.
Kadang kita punya kecenderungan untuk tergoda dengan hal-hal yang di luar kita.
We all have thoughts like this from time to time, hey?
Kadang kita punya pemikiran seperti itu.
But as we stay in church, as we stay in Christian community,
Tapi ketika kita memilih untuk tinggal di gereja dan komunitas orang percaya,
and as we follow the teachings of Jesus, we can be assured that we will experience a life far greater than anything else.
ya, kita harus yakin bahwa ketika kita tinggal dalam janjinya Tuhan, kita punya hidup yang lebih baik daripada yang kita lihat di tetangga.
That we can have assurance that we're protected from the hurt and the pain that comes from living us apart from Jesus.
Kita punya jaminan bahwa kita bisa disembuhkan dan dipulihkan dari rasa sakit.
And so as we've said, Jesus not only protects us, but he sacrificed himself for us.
Jadi Tuhan tuh bukan hanya melindungi kita, tapi dia juga ada berkorban buat kita.
And so as we read in John 10 that Jesus came to earth 2,000 years ago, God in the flesh.
Ya, jadi dikatakan di Alkitab bahwa Yesus datang 2000 tahun yang lalu dalam bentuk manusia, sebagai manusia.
Came down to die for us, to set us free
Datang untuk mati bagi kita dan membebaskan kita.
from the consequences of our own sin and our own brokenness.
Supaya kita tidak menerima konsekuensi dari dosa kita.
That's good news, right?
Itu ada
How
berita
good is that?
bagus.
That the good shepherd gave his own life for us.
Gembala yang baik memberikan hidupnya buat kita.
So the good shepherd protects us.
Gembala yang baik melindungi kita.
The good shepherd also provides for us.
Yang kedua, gembala yang baik menyediakan.
Verse 1 of Psalm 23. I lack nothing.
Dikatakan tidak kekurangan apapun.
We lack nothing.
Kita
As we
tidak
follow the good
kekurangan
shepherd.
apapun.
That we can trust that Jesus, our good shepherd, will provide for all of our needs.
Gembala yang baik menyediakan apa yang kita butuhkan.
As we follow him, we lack nothing.
Saat kita mengikuti dia, kita tidak kekurangan apapun.
We have green pastures, we have quiet waters,
Kita punya rumput yang hijau, air yang tenang,
and we have rest for our
Dan-
souls.
ketenangan di dalam dia.
Sheep cannot provide for themselves.
Karena domba tidak bisa menyediakan buat dirinya sendiri.
I was reading about sheep, and if they find muddy water, they'll just drink it because it's there.
Iya, kalau mereka menemukan lumpur pasti diminumnya juga.
They don't know that there's this lovely stream right next to them that they could drink from because there's this muddy puddle right here.
Iya, karena mereka nggak tahu sebenarnya ada air yang jernih yang bisa mereka minum.
And just like those sheep that ran off the cliff, that as the shepherd sat down and had breakfast,
Sama seperti domba yang lari ke tebing.
that the shepherds didn't even leave them for half a day, right? They sat down to have breakfast. And in that time, the sheep fell off the cliff.
Iya, domba-domba itu jatuh karena hanya ditinggal setengah jam aja, tapi mereka sudah kehilangan arah.
And so sheep can't survive for very long on their own.
Domba itu tidak bisa bertahan sendiri.
And how often do we do things like those sheep, right? Do things that cause us harm later in life.
Kita cenderung seperti domba-domba itu melakukan hal-hal yang membahayakan diri kita sendiri.
As we don't put our trust in our good shepherd as our provider.
Karena kita tidak menaruh percaya kita pada gembala kita.
Like excessively using social media to relax.
Kadang kita menggunakan sosial media berlebihan, kita berpikir itu bisa menenangkan.
We become addicted to our phones.
Atau terlalu kecanduan dengan handphone, tidak bisa hidup tanpa handphone.
Or we start to speak like the people that we work with, and we become more unkind and not nice to be around.
Atau kita berbicara seperti orang teman-teman kita yang agak kasar dan tidak baik kepada orang.
Or we start to drink with friends and make a habit of it.
Atau kita mulai minum dan menjadikan mabuk itu kebiasaan.
Or we put our trust in our income and our possessions,
Atau kita menaruh kepercayaan kita pada uang dan harta kita.
and we become more and more stressed about, will I have enough?
Karena kita tidak pernah merasa cukup dengan apa yang kita punya.
But as we trust in Jesus, our good shepherd, to provide for all our needs,
Tapi saat kita percaya kepada Tuhan Yesus yang menyediakan yang kita butuhkan,
that we will lack nothing.
kita tidak kekurangan apapun.
So he provides for us.
Jadi Tuhan menyediakan.
Number 3, our good shepherd leads us.
Yang ketiga, gembala yang baik memimpin kita.
So we can trust that our good shepherd will lead us into life to the full.
Kita percaya bahwa gembala yang baik menuntun kita kepada hidup yang berkelimpahan.
John 10:10, the thief comes to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full.
Yohanes 10 ayat 10, pencuri datang hanya untuk mencuri dan membunuh dan membinasakan. Aku datang supaya mereka punya hidup dan mempunyai dalam segala kelimpahan.
Anything else we follow leads to death and destruction.
Apapun yang kita ikutin memimpin kepada kematian dan kehancuran.
But following Jesus, the Good Shepherd, leads to life to the full.
Hanya mengikuti Yesus kita mengalami hidup kelimpahan.
As we do the things of Jesus, as we follow him, we experience the good life for ourselves.
Saat kita mengikuti Tuhan, kita mengalami hidup yang baik untuk diri kita
We
sendiri.
experience his peace.
Karena kita mengalami damai sejahtera,
We experience joy.
sukacita,
We experience his love.
dan kita mengalami kasih.
That is the good life, that nothing else can offer that, right?
Dan itu adalah hidup yang baik dan tidak ada lain selain daripada itu.
That where the world says you need more and more stuff, Jesus says, be content.
Kadang dunia ini bilang, perlu lagi, kamu perlu lagi. Tapi Tuhan Yesus bilang, cukuplah bagimu.
Where the world says you should try this thing or that thing, Jesus says, you have all you need in me.
Kalau dunia berkata, kamu perlu ini, perlu itu, perlu ini. Tapi Tuhan bilang, semuanya kamu sudah punya.
Where the world would say turn to substances and addictions of all kinds, Jesus says, come to me, you who are weary and burdened.
Kalau dunia berkata, cari pengganti dan juga kepada hal-hal yang untuk bisa menggantikan kesenanganmu. Tapi Yesus bilang, datanglah kepadaku, hai kamu yang letih lesu dan berbeban berat.
Where the world says freedom is just doing whatever you want, Jesus says, who I set free is free indeed.
Ketika dunia mengatakan, kau sudah bebas melakukan apapun. Tapi kata Yesus, jikalau seseorang dimerdekakan, ia benar-benar merdeka.
As we are led by the Good Shepherd into life to the full.
Karena kita dipimpin oleh gembala yang baik.
I also learnt this week that if a sheep falls over onto its back, it can't get back up.
Ya, jadi kalau domba jatuh kayak gini terlentang ke dalam, dia sudah mati karena dia tidak bisa
He's
balik
stuck.
lagi.
That's it. See you later.
Ya, stuck dan mati.
And so we become a bit like that stuck sheep as well, don't we? Sometimes.
Kadang manusia pun seperti itu.
As we trust in our own understanding, as we try to work things out on our own, that we become like that stuck sheep.
Iya, kalau kita menggunakan kemampuan dan pikiran kita, kita bisa sama seperti domba itu stuck.
We get ourselves into hopeless situations
Di mana dengan situasi yang hopeless,
through our own decisions and trusting in what we think is best.
karena kita membuat keputusan dengan apa pemikiran kita sendiri.
But as we follow Jesus, we find that we have wisdom to deal with certain situations.
Tapi ketika kita mengikut Tuhan sungguh-sungguh, Tuhan memberikan kita hikmat untuk memutuskan sesuatu.
That we become more self-controlled, less impulsive.
Kita menjadi orang yang bisa mengendalikan diri dan tidak impulsif.
That we find peace in our mind.
Dan ada damai sejahtera di pikiran kita.
Not having to feel like we have to make everything work out on our own.
Kita tidak perlu membuat semuanya beres dengan kekuatan kita sendiri.
That Jesus, our good shepherd, he protects us, provides for us, and leads us into life to the full.
Karena gembala yang baik melindungi kita, menyediakan, bahkan memimpin kita kepada hidup yang berkelimpahan.
And so what is our role as sheep?
Jadi apa peran kita sebagai domba?
To obey and follow the good shepherd.
Hanya taat dan mengikuti gembala yang baik.
Like a good sheep.
Seperti gembala yang baik.
As we follow Jesus, we lack nothing.
Ya, saat kita mengikuti Yesus, kita tidak kekurangan apapun.
We are protected, provided for,
Kita dilindungi dan dicukupkan.
and led into life to the full.
Dan dia memberikan hidup yang berkelimpahan.
And so sheep cannot possibly know better than their shepherd, right?
Ya, jadi domba itu tidak lebih pintar dari gembala.
And so we cannot possibly know better than our shepherd.
Iya, jadi kita tidak lebih pintar dari Tuhan kita.
And so if you think about it like this, when we make a decision to not do what Jesus is calling us to, and to not live in line with what he's calling us to, it's almost like a sheep going up to its shepherd and saying, I know better than you,
Iya.
right?
Kalau misalnya kita tidak melakukan atau mendengarkan apa yang Tuhan suruh, seolah-olah kita seperti domba yang berkata kepada gembala, aku lebih tahu dari kamu.
And so as we read in Isaiah, that we've all gone astray, we've all done that.
Iya, di Yesaya dikatakan kita semua sebenarnya telah sesat
And we all need the good shepherd.
dan kita butuh gembala yang baik.
And so, as we said, sheep cannot survive on their own for very long.
Domba tidak bisa bertahan sendiri.
And so I want us to just take a moment right now and think about our lives.
Mari kita ambil momen, kita pikirkan hidup kita sendiri.
Are we following the Good Shepherd?
Apakah saya mengikuti gembala yang baik?
Are we really following the Good Shepherd?
Apakah saya benar mengikuti gembala yang baik?
Not just coming to church on a Sunday,
Bukan hanya datang hari Minggu,
not just praying first thing in the morning and saying, yep, I've done my Christian thing for the day.
bukan hanya berdoa di pagi hari dan rutinitas agamawi,
Not just coming to Connect Night on Wednesday,
bukan hanya datang komsel hari Rabu,
but are we really following our Good Shepherd?
tapi cek apakah saya benar Tuhan mengikuti Engkau sebagai gembala yang baik.
The Jesus, He wants us to see and experience what life to the full is.
Karena Tuhan mau menunjukkan kepada kita apa sih hidup berkelimpahan di dalam Dia.
But if we aren't following Him, we'll never experience it.
Kalau kita tidak mengikut Dia, kita tidak akan pernah mengalaminya.
If we say we're Christian but don't follow the Good Shepherd, then we're never going to experience that life.
Kalau kita bilang, Tuhan aku pengikut Kristus, tapi aku tidak pernah mengalaminya. Berarti aku tidak mengikuti gembala yang baik.
That it's about living the best possible life that we could because of what our Good Shepherd has done for us.
Jadi kita mau menghidupi hidup yang terbaik karena apa yang sudah Yesus lakukan buat kita.
Not the best life because we're rich.
Bukan hidup yang terbaik karena kita kaya,
Not the best life because we have lots of followers on social media.
atau apa yang kita ikuti di sosial media.
Not because we have a great business
Atau bukan karena kita mempunyai bisnis yang hebat,
or because we're really good at a sport.
atau kita atlet yang hebat.
But the good life is so much more than that.
Karena hidup yang terbaik adalah lebih dari itu.
It's about having confidence that I am provided for,
Karena aku punya kepercayaan diri dalam Kristus.
that I have hope no matter what my circumstances look like,
Aku punya pengharapan apapun situasi
that I
hidupku.
am protected and set free because of what Jesus has done for me,
Saya dilindungi dan dibebaskan karena apa yang sudah dikerjakan Yesus buat aku.
that I'm never alone because my Good Shepherd is always with me.
Aku tidak pernah sendiri karena gembala yang baik selalu ada buat aku.
And so do we actually believe that truth?
Percayakah saudara akan kebenaran ini?
Or are they just some cliches that we hear in church?
Atau saudara merasa ini hanya sesuatu yang harus kita dengar di gereja? Bukan.
Let's think about that. Do I genuinely have no stress about my finances because I know I'm provided for?
Apakah saya sadar dan tidak stres dengan keadaan keuangan saat ini karena saya tahu Tuhan menyediakan?
Do I genuinely know what it feels like to know that I'm never alone because Jesus is with me?
Apakah saya sadar kalau saya tidak pernah sendiri karena Tuhan selalu ada buat saya?
Do I know what peace, the peace that surpasses all understanding really is?
Apakah saya mengerti dan tahu, mengalami damai sejahtera yang melampaui batas pemikiran manusia?
That is the good life. That is life to the full.
Itu adalah hidup yang berkelimpahan.
It's not just a nice idea or wishful thinking,
Itu bukan hanya sekedar ide,
but the God who created the earth, who created you and I,
karena Tuhan yang menciptakan langit dan bumi, menciptakan saudara dan saya.
that they are promises from Him.
Dan itu adalah janji Tuhan.
As we've been looking at, as we've been talking over the last month or so about resurrection life, that we can't live this life on our own.
Ya, kalau beberapa minggu ini kita berbicara tentang kebangkitan hidup, kita tidak bisa hidup dengan kekuatan kita sendiri.
That we all, like sheep, follow something or someone.
Sama seperti domba, kita mengikuti seseorang atau sesuatu.
Maybe a set of beliefs, a leader,
Atau kita mengikuti kepercayaan tertentu, seorang pemimpin,
the world, money, work,
dunia, orang, uang, dan sebagainya.
and often the things that we follow aren't leading us into the good life.
Iya, semua yang kita ikuti di luar Yesus tidak memimpin kepada kehidupan yang baik.
They can show promise and look really good, but ultimately, like the green grass in the pasture next door, they always fail us.
Iya, mungkin kelihatannya bagus, tapi itu selalu mengecewakan.
There are so many things, so many people in this world that are so far short of good shepherds.
Banyak orang di dunia ini hidup jauh dari gembala yang baik.
I saw an ad on Instagram this week about the latest business idea.
Saya baca di Instagram tentang tren bisnis yang saat akhir-akhir ini.
And so the idea is that you get AI to make a PDF about a certain topic that people struggle with.
Jadi kita membuat PDF tentang topik tertentu dengan AI.
Maybe how to fix your finances,
bagaimana memperbaiki keuanganmu,
how to fix your marriage.
memperbaiki pernikahanmu.
And so then you sell this PDF that you've not made yourself, that AI has made for you, as like the key to fixing this part of your life.
Ya, yang bukan saudara buat tapi dibuat AI untuk saudara adalah marketing untuk jualan saudara.
There are so many things like that in this world, right?
Banyak hal seperti itu di dunia ini.
So many things that appear so good or so helpful,
Banyak yang kelihatan bagus dan membantu,
but that are like the thief. I like the hired hand that comes to steal and kill and destroy, that doesn't really care about the sheep, doesn't really care about us.
ya, tapi itu seperti pencuri. Dia menjualnya untuk kepentingan sendiri, tapi bukan karena peduli dengan kita.
And so let's not turn to those things, right? Let's turn to our good shepherd.
Jangan berpaling sepenuhnya kepada dia, karena hanya Tuhan yang sanggup menolong kita.
He's the only one who can protect us,
Karena hanya dia yang sanggup melindungi
the
kita.
only one who can provide for us,
Karena hanya dia yang sanggup menyediakan.
and the only one who can lead us into life to the full.
Hanya satu-satunya yang bisa memimpin kita kepada hidup yang berkelimpahan.
Many things that we see in the world around us can be really good tools, but are really bad shepherds.
Iya, banyak hal di dunia ini yang bisa menuntun kita pada ini dan itu, tapi hanya tidak seperti gembala yang baik.
And so we need to make sure that we are following the one good shepherd.
Yakinlah bahwa kita hanya butuh satu gembala yang baik.